We're just a few days away from Halloween, but it's never too early to start shopping for Black Friday deals. The popular sales event is weeks away, but major retailers are already getting a head start on marking down hot holiday gifts. For tips on how to get to score the best deals this Black Friday, it's Michael Hershfield, Accrue Savings founder and CEO. Thank you for joining us this morning. So, how can we get the best deals? And more importantly, how can we get them debt-free if possible?
It's a great question. I think that the number one thing is really important as we enter Black Friday is everyone should create a list before the day. There's always anxiety and excitement about the day, Cyber Monday as well, and you might overspend. And so it's really, really important that there is a list, that you know your budget. So when you see those emails coming in your inbox or you're on a particular website that you love, that you're not overspending. That's the anxiety and excitement of the day. And it's also really important for you to choose your payment service properly and appropriately. Your guest that just came on spoke about it very particularly. Interest rates are at an all-time high, particularly around consumer credit cards. And so a deal doesn't look like a deal if you can't pay your active credit card right away. 20%, 25% interest rates on your credit card, that could really hurt individual consumers' bottom lines. And so that 30% savings on Black Friday could really be impactful and negative as you enter January and February of the following year and Christmas starts to wane.
And so, Michael, are the deals really as good as they seem? We're seeing some of the deep discounting already starting. It feels like the holiday season is now extended into sort of early October all the way through the new year. But are these actually good deals, or is it just markups that sort of disguised as good deals?
The psychology of the retailer. They might not be great deals. And that's why it's really important that consumers triple check many different websites before they hit buy on a purchase. There are all ways that when a product is designed, when retailers design their websites, that it makes it feel like there's a huge markdown. But it's vital that consumers know they have more power than ever. They can open up another tab, they can open up another 10 tabs, go to another website, look for that product, and understand that it might be cheaper somewhere else, and not to be lured by the wow factor of a particular design of websites trying to tell you that a great deal or that notification on your app is telling you to buy right away.
And one of the tips that you have on here, research and compare prices. Are there certain tools that work better than others for doing this? Because I'm the person who have a million tabs open and I'm checking all the coupon codes and everything else to try and get the best deal.
Well, there's nothing like Google. I mean, obviously, there's lots of different products that you could install on your browser, but the human mind and the ability to research is better than ever. I think if we're looking for an electronic, there are lots of different websites. You can actually search the particular product that you're seeing the deal for. Go into Google, search the name of that product, see what other websites are selling it at. That 5 minutes of research could save you hundreds of dollars. And it's important. Consumers have to be careful. There is a K-shaped recovery. Americans have $5,000-$6,000 in credit card debt right now that they're sitting on. The idea of taking on more and the cost of credit now is harder and harder for consumers to tackle, especially if we continue to see rising inflation.
I mean, I know that I'm probably going to be pulling back on my spending this holiday season. I feel like I got most of what I needed or gave most of what I wanted to over the pandemic years, and now I'm just kind of like gift cards and other things. But in terms of tips, one of the things you recommend, limiting your screen time when you're looking for some of these deals. Break that down for us.
The addiction on our phone. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're seeing what other people are doing, we're getting push notifications. We are drawn to engage with the content that's being distributed to us, whether it's social or e-commerce related, retail related. Putting down your phone improves your mental health, but it also likely means that you're going to spend less. When you're not opening every single email that's being sent to you by the retailer that you love, you're likely to buy less things. It's vital that you use the power of your own control to just not open those emails. Put your phone down, go for a walk, go for a run, do something different on Black Friday. And it narrows back, it rounds back to the have a plan. Have a plan for Cyber Monday. Have a plan for Black Friday. Know what you need and don't get lured into buying things that you don't want, that you don't actually need in your life that might actually impact you down the road as you're paying back things that you can't afford.
It's true, because we are getting inundated, especially with text messages, a million different ways that a lot of these companies are trying to get to us and get to our dollars. But in terms of the things that we should perhaps be buying now versus on Black Friday or Cyber Monday or waiting till New Year's, how do you break that down as to when is the best time to get certain products and things and services that you might want to buy?
Well, every year, I mean, obviously, the last couple of years we've had supply chain issues. So there's been real inflation that's occurred on certain products. So there is and we don't know what supply chain issues or oversupply certain retailers have in the market. So it's very important that consumers today start educating themselves on what the prices that the retailers they like shopping at are selling the things that they want. And so as you go through your own budget, make sure that you educate yourself on what prices are today and whether or not electronics are tremendous buys during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. That's a great product to buy on that day. You do see an uptick on prices after those days related to electronics. But other items like toys don't necessarily see deep discounts on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So it's very, very important that if you want to buy something for your kids for Christmas or Hanukkah or for a holiday season, to make sure that you are finding the right retailer rather than being lured by the push notification you're getting on your phone or that email that you've gotten in your inbox.
The psychology of spending. They know what they're doing. Appreciate you joining me today. Michael Hershfield, Accrue Savings founder and CEO. Thank you and have a great weekend.